we're back with something different. We're going to be giving you our World Cup 2022 group stage predictions. Obviously, we did this for the Euros, but we will do the same for this World Cup. We'll do the group stage ones, obviously the round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, final. So we'll do one for all of them. But yeah, starting off with the group stages then. So we're going to go back and forth. So I'm going to go with Group A. I'm going to say my fourth place team, and Luke's going to say his fourth place, so on, back and forth like that. So yeah, starting off with Group A then, which consists of the Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador, and Qatar. So then in fourth place for me, I've gone with the hosts, Qatar. I just think, they're not as strong as the other three sides in there. I think they'll put up a good fight considering they're the hosts. But yeah, who have you gone with in fourth?
I think, I've gone for Qatar as well. Normally all the hosts of the World Cups and Euros all tend to do well. They always tend to put a shift in. I know their fans will be right behind them as well. But I can't see them getting far in this tournament. They've got a very hard group. They've got a very hard hand there. So yeah, I put them fourth as well.
Yeah, and then third, I'm going to go with Ecuador. Again, I just don't think they're as strong as the two teams above. But yeah, who have you gone with in third?
Yeah, I've gone for Ecuador as well. I think we will have the same agreement on this one.
Yeah, number two, Senegal. Obviously, they do have some good players. I know Sadio Mane, I don't know if he's fully fit for this. I know he's in their squad. Yeah, they've got some other good players as well. I can't think off the top of my head who else they got. But I know they do have some decent players that play in the Prem. For some reason, my mind's gone blank. I can't think of who they've got. But yeah, who have you gone with in second?
Yeah, I've gone for Senegal as well. I think, when Mane's fully fit, they've got Ismail Sarr as well.
Mendy as well.
Mendy, Koulibaly, Idrissa Gueye. There's plenty of names there. They are a very, very good team. And I think they will go a bit under the radar, these African nations. So, I've put them second. And, well, obviously we both put Netherlands first. There's no surprise in there.
Yeah, obviously Netherlands first. They got some good players. Very good players. Memphis Depay, Daley Blind. Unfortunately, Donny van der Beek hasn't been picked in the squad. Obviously, me and Luke are, part United fans as well. But obviously we both gone with Netherlands in first. So now moving on to Group B, then obviously that consists of USA, Iran, England, and Wales. In number 4, I've gone with Iran. I know a lot of people are underestimating them, and I think I probably am as well. But I cannot see how they're as strong as the three teams above. But who have you gone with in fourth?
Well, we've actually got a disagreement here. I've actually got USA fourth. I think, they've got players like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, and stuff like that. But, Christian Pulisic, he's very off form. Chelsea haven't really hit the ground running this season so far. And I think they are very, very average. I don't see them really challenging, to get out of the group. I don't think it will happen. So yeah, I've put USA fourth.
Yeah, and then in third for me, I've gone with USA. Obviously, they do have some young, talented players such as Aronson, Tyler Adams as well. So they have quite a rounded squad really in terms of experience and younger players. But yeah, I just don't think they're as strong as the two teams above them. But who have you gone with in third?
And yeah, I've gone for Iran third. I think they will finish above USA. I think I think Iran got a good goal scorer in. Is it Taremi? I think his name is up top. I think he's a really good goal scorer. And yeah, I think a lot of people are underestimating Iran. So I think they will do decent. And that's why I'm putting them third. Yeah,
and then moving on to second then. So second, I'm going with our team, our nation, Wales. I don't think we're going to top the group. I think any Wales fan can agree that England are a better side than us. I think we can beat them when we play against them. I just don't think we would top them in the group. But you never know what can happen. We've got some very good players in our squad: Gareth Bale, Dan James, Aaron Ramsey, Brendan Johnson, Joe Rodon. The list just goes on. And obviously, 3 of our players at Swansea have been called up. Obviously, Joe Allen, Ben Cabango, and Ollie Cooper. But who would you go in second?
Yeah, second, I'd put Wales as well. Obviously, it would be nice for us to top the group, but I think England, they're always going to be the favourites in most tournaments, and it would be a bit embarrassing if England didn't top the group, because obviously they've got great sides. They've got one of the best goal scorers in Harry Kane, and they've got a lot of creative players around them. So it would be a bit embarrassing if England don't top the group in this one. I know we got Gareth Bale, as you've said. Hopefully he will be fully fit to play. Obviously he's getting older now, but I'm sure he really wants to play in this World Cup. And we've also got obviously a lot of young players coming through as well. So I think we have a good all-round squad, and I think we can get far in this tournament. I think we will probably just about get to the quarterfinals, I'd say, luckily. Depends who we would get in the round of 16, and that depends if we do get out of the group. But I think we have got an all-round good squad, but not as good as England, obviously.
Yeah, and now obviously in first we've both gone with England, which is obvious. Yeah, as you mentioned, England have a good squad, some young players, well, young and experienced players, world-class players: Harry Kane, Mason Mount, Phil Foden, Kyle Walker. The list keeps going on really, but yeah, obviously we've both gone with England first. So now moving on to Group C then. So this consists of Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Poland, and Argentina. So in fourth place then, I've gone with Saudi Arabia. I just don't think they're as strong as the other teams in this group. But yeah, who you go in fourth?
Yeah, I've agreed with you there, Saudi Arabia. I think they are arguably one of the worst teams in the tournament. And it's going to be very hard for them to try and beat any of those teams. I think Mexico, Poland, and Argentina are all really good sides on the day. And Saudi Arabia, they don't really have a player that really stands out. And it's going to be tough for them to try and get any points in that group, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and then now going on to the third then, I've actually gone with Poland. I know they had some very good players, obviously Lewandowski, Milik, Mati, Cash, but I've been saying it throughout the video, I just don't think they're as strong as the teams that are going to finish above them. But yeah, who have you gone with in third?
Third, I've gone for Mexico. I think Poland are a bit more stronger than Mexico are. Poland, when Lewandowski's firing, well, what can you say? One of the best strikers in the world. They got Zielinski, and they've got other players as well. I can't think off the top of my head, but they are a very, very good side. Played well against us in the Nations League game. I think they did beat us in the end 2-1. So it's not going to be, I think they will do well in the group. Mexico, I think they will try and seek some points, but I think Poland will just about edge it.
Yeah, and then third for me, I've gone with Mexico. They do have some very good players in their side. Raul Jimenez, Lozano as well, who really impressed me in the last World Cup. I think it was usually the World Cup or the Euros. They had a very good tournament in that. I think they knocked out Germany. So yeah, third for me. Second for me. Sorry, I've gone with Mexico. But yeah, now going on to first then. So first for me, I've gone with Argentina. I haven't asked you for your second, have I?
No, but I did mention that I think Poland will finish above Mexico.
Ah, yeah.
I put Poland second.
Sound. And then moving on to first then to top the group, I've gone with Argentina. They have some, really world-class players in there. Obviously, Icardi, Alejandro Gomez, and obviously, in my opinion, the second greatest player of all time, Lionel Messi. Just my opinion. But yeah, who have you gone with in first? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think Argentina. I think they are the favourites to win the tournament. In all honesty, I think it will be them, Brazil, maybe France if they're up to it. But Argentina are definitely the favourites to win the tournament. Obviously they have an amazing squad. I think they will. I think they could win every game in that group. I think they can get all 3 points in each game. And I think they had. I think they had a game tonight against the UAE. I think it was, and they won 5-0 or something ridiculous like that. So, it's going to be hard to stop them. I think they are the favourites to win the tournament, I'd say.
Yeah, and then Group D then, which consists of France, Denmark, Tunisia, and Australia. So starting off with number 4, I've gone with Tunisia. Yeah, but who have you gone with in fourth?
Fourth, yeah, I've gone for Tunisia as well. I don't think they're enough. I think very similar to Saudi Arabia, they're probably one of the worst teams in the tournament. I think they're going to find it hard to try and seek some points. There's some decent players in the attacking area of the pitch, but I think defensively, I think they will struggle.
Yeah, and then third, only narrowly in third, though, just about missing out. I've gone with Australia. I think it'll be closer than you think. They have got some good players in their squad, such as Aaron Moy. So yeah, I think they'll only just miss out on top 2. But who have you gone with in third?
Yeah, third, I've gone for Australia as well. I think they always tend to do decent in World Cups and in World Cups and that, but I feel like the 2 other teams are a lot more stronger in terms of depth and that, and I think Australia will finish third.
Yeah, and then in second for me, a bit of a surprise one, but I've gone with France. I think they always do well in the knockouts, but they don't always do too well in their groups. I think they'll qualify, obviously, for the round of 16. But I don't know, I can just see Denmark edging past them. But yeah, who have you gone with in second?
In second, I have gone for Denmark. I think it will be close between them and France. I don't think it will be. But France, with the squad they have, they should be finishing top of the group. But Denmark have a lot of experience in there. Obviously, Christian Eriksen, a brilliant player. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Kjaer at centre back. They've got is it Damsgaard as well. They've got a lot of good players there, but I feel like France, they should realistically be top in this group. They should be. So I'm putting Denmark second.
Yeah, that's why I've gone for them in first. I just think in big tournaments they do well. Obviously, they knocked Wales out in the last one. They battered us actually, but you mentioned they got some good players: Christian Eriksen, Yusuf Poulsen, Braithwaite, Kjaer. The list just keeps going on, really. But obviously you've gone for France in first.
I think France will top the group. I think with Mbappe up front, one of the best young up and coming players, obviously. Defensively they got a great defence. Midfield is exceptional, so I don't see why they shouldn't top the group. I know Denmark are a good side; they got a lot of experience in there, but I think France will edge it, and I think they will go far in this tournament.
Yeah, and now going on to Group E, then it consists of Costa Rica, Japan, Spain, and Germany. In at number 4, I've gone with Costa Rica. I just don't think they're as strong as the other other three sides, in my opinion. But who have you gone with in fourth?
Yeah, fourth I've gone for Japan. I feel like Costa Rica I think they're just a bit better than Japan. But Japan, they always tend to do decent tournaments. They have experience in their side, but I feel like Costa Rica, I think they'll go underestimated. I think they will be decent, so I'm at Japan fourth.
Yeah, and then for me in third, I've gone with Japan. Again, I don't think they're as strong as Germany and Spain, but I think they'll just about edge Costa Rica. But who have you gone with in third?
Yeah, third, I've gone Costa Rica. I think the other two teams are a lot more stronger. Spain and Germany, they both tend to do very well in tournaments. I know Germany haven't done well. Well, Spain as well, to be fair. Both nations haven't done well in recent tournaments, but, especially back in the day, they always used to win stuff, Spain and Germany. So I feel like they're obviously a lot more stronger than Costa Rica and Japan are. So that's why I put Costa Rica third.
Yeah, second for me, I've gone with Germany. They've got some very good players. Jamal Musiala, obviously a young upcoming talent. Also Thomas Muller. I think Thomas Muller actually is in the top 3 for most World Cup goals, so he can break that, which is quite incredible. One of the most underrated players of our generation for me. I just think they'll just about edge. They won't just about edge Japan and Costa Rica, but I think they'll just about miss out on Spain. So that's why I've gone with Germany in second. But what about you?
Yeah, I've gone for Germany in second as well. I think Spain are. I think they are a bit better than Germany. I think Germany, they haven't done well in recent tournaments. I think they do tend to bottle it on a few occasions as well. They have got a good team, and I think they've got a great manager as well. But they've got obviously Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Thomas Muller, and the list goes on. But I feel like Spain I think they have a bit too much for Germany. I think Spain will top the group, and I think Germany will come second.
Yeah, that's the same reason I put Spain first, to be honest with you. Obviously, it just shows how good their squad is. The fact they didn't even include Sergio Ramos and David De Gea, which I think is criminal. But it just speaks volumes for their squad, really. But now moving on to Group F then. So obviously this consists of Morocco, Croatia, Canada and Belgium. In at number 4, I've gone with Canada. I just think they don't have as much quality as the other sides in this group. Obviously, they do have Alphonso Davies. A very good player, so he's definitely one to look out for, but I just don't think they're as strong as the other 3. But who have you gone with?
Yeah, but Canada fourth as well. I think the other 3 teams are a lot more stronger, especially in the attack end of the pitch. I feel like Canada, all there is Alphonso Davies to rely on, and that's pretty much about it. They probably have a few other decent players, but I just can't think off the top of my head who would really stand out there apart from him. So, that's why I'm putting them fourth.
Yeah, third for me, I've gone with Morocco. Obviously, they have a few great players, obviously most notably Achraf Hakimi and Hakim Ziyech. But again, I think they'll just miss out because the top 2 teams for me in this are just too strong for Morocco. But who have you gone with in third?
Yeah, I've gone for Morocco as well. They just don't have enough. I think in the attacking bit of the pitch, I think they're going to be great, but defensively, I think we'll let them down, and I just don't think they'll do particularly well. They've got a hard group, but it's going to be difficult for them to try and seek out any points. So I'm going to put them in third.
Yeah, and then in second, this may surprise a few people, but I've gone with Belgium. I just think I don't know. I just think Croatia. I just have a gut feeling that Croatia will finish top of the group. Belgium have some world class players: Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard on his day, Romelu Lukaku on his day, Thorgan Hazard. But I just think they'll miss out on topping the group. But who have you gone with in second?
Well, yeah, we surprisingly agreed there. I've put Belgium second as well. I think Croatia in recent tournaments have done, tremendous. Belgium are a good side, but I think when Wales play against Belgium, they always give them a good game. And I know Croatia are a top side as well, so I feel like Croatia will top the group, and I think they will. I think because obviously they all played each other once. I think I'm pretty sure. So it's a one-off game. So I think Croatia would beat Belgium. I think Croatia are a lot. Well, both teams have a lot of experience in there, but I feel like Belgium obviously they got De Bruyne, who's going to be their most creative player. He's going to be their key player throughout the whole tournament. I don't think Lukaku's been on great form since he's returned to Italy. I don't think. I think Croatia will finish top of the group. I think with Modric, Rakitic, Perisic, Brozovic, and then the list goes on. I think I think they have too much. I think Belgium have too much to handle with there. So I think Croatia will come top of the group.
Yeah, same with me really. I just think they edge Belgium slightly, as you said. Both teams have experience, but I think Luka Modric will be. I think he'll be one of the best players in this tournament. I'm going to put it out there. I think he's going to have an absolute stormer of a performance in this competition. But now moving on to Group G then. So obviously this consists of Brazil, Cameroon, Serbia, and Switzerland. In at number 4, fourth place, I've actually gone with Serbia. I just don't think they have enough consistency or quality as much as the other 3 sides to try and to make it out of the group really. But who have you gone with in fourth?
Oh, I think they might actually be quite different. Yeah, I've gone for Cameroon fourth. I think the other 2 teams, I think they're actually going to be going a bit I don't know. I just feel like I think you're underestimating Serbia there. I think they'll actually do very well. I think Cameroon, obviously got Olivier Cham, who we all know about. I hope he has a good tournament, obviously, with Cameroon. But I feel like the other 2 teams, they have a lot of experience in there. Cameroon, I don't know. These African nations, I don't know if they'll do that well. I think Senegal will do well, obviously, in Group A. But for Cameroon, I'm just not too sure. But I'm putting them fourth for now.
Yeah, third I've gone with Cameroon. Obviously, as you mentioned, our man Olivier Cham. Obviously, good luck to him in this tournament, and obviously any other player as well who we've got representing their team in the World Cup. But I think they're a good side, but I just don't think they have enough to challenge for top 2. But yeah, what about you for third?
Third, I've gone for Switzerland. Obviously, they have Granit Xhaka, Gianni Kuri. I'm not sure if he's in the squad, but I know he's a phenomenal player anyway. I think Granit Xhaka, I think he's been doing very well for Arsenal this season. Obviously, they are top of the league, and he's been playing most of the matches, so he's obviously been doing very well. I think Switzerland are always a very decent side, tend to do decent in tournaments. If they tend to get to the round of 16 and maybe lose, but I don't think they'll get out of the group. I think Serbia have a bit too much for them, and Brazil obviously. But I think Switzerland will finish third.
Yeah, I've gone with Switzerland. Obviously, I think they beat France, didn't they? Was it in the Euros on penalties? I think they might 3-0 and they beat on penalties, which was just incredible. But I think they make it out of the group again. But who have you gone with in second?
Second, I've gone for Serbia. I think you might be surprised by this one, but I think with the strike partnership of Dusan Vlahovic and Alexander Mitrovic, well, I think that's a tremendous partnership right there. I think they'll get a lot of goals between them, and that's why I think they'll be a bit underestimated, because I think they've got a great strike force there. I think defensively they ain't that bad, and I think overall I think they'll be a well-lit side, and I think they will get out the group, obviously alongside Brazil. But who's your first then?
Yeah, first I've gone with Brazil. Obviously, I think I'd probably say they're in the top 3 favourites to win it alongside France and Argentina. Obviously, there's just quality throughout their squad. Neymar, Casemiro, Fred. It's just full of quality, that side is. I don't actually think Fred's that bad, in all honesty. But Brazil first. Who have you gone with them first?
Yeah, I've gone for Brazil as well. I think it will be a Brazil-Argentina final. That's what I do think it will be. Brazil, I think they've won the most World Cups. What, 5 World Cups they've won or something like that. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I feel like Brazil are obviously a top quality side. Yeah, Neymar, Rafinha, Casemiro, Fred. And yeah, they've got a great squad. I think it will be tough between them and Argentina when they play. I know they've played a couple of times in the Copa America and stuff like that, but obviously in the World Cup it's a much bigger tournament, and obviously many teams can win it. But yeah, Brazil are definitely one of the favourites to win this tournament, and it would be nice to see a Brazil-Argentina final. I think it would be very interesting.
Yeah, and then now moving on to the final group, then Group H. Obviously, this consists of Uruguay, Ghana, Portugal, and South Korea. Fourth, I gone with South Korea. I think to me, this will be the tightest and the closest group. Very hard to call. Obviously, standout man in Heung-min Son, very very good player. But yeah, who have you gone with in fourth?
Yeah, I've gone for South Korea as well. I think apart from Heung-min Son, they haven't really got anyone that stands out. I think if they take him out of the game and mark him, then I think it'll be quite an easy win for any team that comes up against them. So yeah, I've put South Korea fourth.
Yeah, and third I've gone with Ghana. And again, another good side. Obviously, they've got the Ayew brothers, Thomas Partey. So, they've got quality throughout their side, but I just don't think they'll have enough to challenge with the top two. But what about you?
Yeah, I've put Ghana third as well. I do think the other two teams are a lot more stronger and a lot more experience in there. Uruguay and Portugal both tend to do very well in tournaments. Ghana are a decent size, and they have experience as well. But I think the other two teams are a lot more stronger in terms of depth. So yeah, I put Ghana in third.
Yeah, and then second for me, I've gone with Uruguay. Again, I've a lot of quality players: Luis Suarez, Edinson Cavani, Lucas Torreira. So they've got quality throughout their side, but I just don't think we'll have enough for the team that I'm going to put first. But who have you gone with in second?
Yeah, I've put Uruguay second as well. Yeah, I think with obviously Cavani and Suarez, obviously a great strike partnership. I think they've played with each other for many years now in tournaments, so they'll obviously know their strengths. Yeah, I think with Valverde in midfield, obviously he's played for Madrid now for a few years. He's won Champions League, so I think he's a great player as well. And yeah, I think Uruguay are going to be a very good side in this tournament. I think they're a bit underestimated as well, and I think they'll do very well. So yeah, I put them second.
Yeah, and then in first, I've gone with Portugal. Obviously, they have some class players in this side, such as Bruno Fernandes, Diogo Dalot. I'm just naming the United team now, but Jota as well, and obviously the main man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT. But yeah, obviously it's a bit controversial what's going on with him at the moment. So I don't know if that will affect him, but obviously that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, I just think they've got quality throughout their side, from the defence to the attack, even in goals. I just think that side just breathes out quality. But I think their only downside is their manager. But I think they will make it out of the group, and I think they will top it. But what about you?
Yeah, I've obviously put Portugal top as well. I think they will do well. I think they are obviously a great nation, and yeah, as you said, it's very controversial what's happening with Ronaldo at the moment. But I'm sure he won't be affected by that. I think he really enjoys playing for his country. I think you could see in training, he had smiles all over his face and that. So I'm sure he's probably happy playing with Portugal. And I think I think he will have a good tournament. Obviously, it would be great to see an Argentina-Portugal final, to see Ronaldo and Messi come up against each other. I think that would be tremendous, and I'm sure a lot of people would buy tickets and just buy maybe a match online or something just to try and watch it. But I think Portugal will top the group. Yeah, with obviously Ronaldo, Bruno, João Cancelo, and obviously got experience in that defence as well. Obviously Ruben Neves in midfield, João Paulinho, who's been tremendous for Fulham. List goes on really, but yeah, Portugal, I'd say they're up there for one of the favourites. I think they'll probably get to the semis maybe, at least. Yeah, I still remember when they won the Euros back in 2016. I think unfortunately they did knock Wales out in the semi-final, which was a bit annoying that day, but I think they are a great side, and I think they will top the group.
Yeah, obviously a massive thanks for watching this. We will be continuing this throughout the World Cup, even if Wales get knocked out. So we'll still be doing, round of 16 quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final prediction. But obviously the next time you will see us will be for our match preview for the USA game, which will probably be uploaded on the Sunday night. This will be out on the Friday. But yeah, obviously a massive thanks for watching this, and yeah, stay tuned for Sunday.